It's funny because huMAN always gets a kick out of this mixing board. This is the Mackie 1620i, I think. So really, the huMAN, it's only 16 channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there are a couple other channels here you can play with and mix and all. And maybe it's a 12. I thought it was 16. But you can see up here, there's inputs for microphones and guitars and crap, right? XLRs. Then there's this big mixing section here with it's it's an interesting it's different. It's not it's equalizer stuff, and I don't know, it's kind of hard. What do we have today? Elysian. It's Contact Haze. It's all right. Anyway, thanks to huMAN for stopping by last night on a live stream. Appreciate that. He's a very interesting person. Very interesting man. So it's always fun to talk to him. And we had, let's see, Oki was on. We had Polska Bob. And someone, who else was on? I can't remember. Anyway, thank you. It was fun. All right, I'm going to stop that. But anyway, yeah, it's apparently 12, and then there's a sub mixer here. You can do some more. Yeah, okay, yeah. There's 8 regular old, things. Yeah, it's very technical, I know. And let's see what else we have. That's an Alesis speaker. You see the blue LED there? Pick those up for like, I don't know, $49 or something at Best Buy or somewhere. Really decent speakers. They're powered. Really good stuff. Yes, the hand reveal. Hello. Powergeist. Ponergeist. Hello. Oh, yeah, I've got the Black Rifle coffee mug here. See that. Got the Bible in case you need to read. Let's see, what else? Got a pencil. Salt. It's Himalayan pink. I love it. And a Dos Equis. A hamster with Dos Equis. What? What do you... it's all right. I mean, I don't know what's going on at the stores, but you go in there and the shelves are empty. I know there's this problem with the supply chain, but my goodness, even the beer store doesn't have any beer. I mean, crazy. Cardinals here. Greetings from Morocco. Hello. Good to hear from you. I hope everything's well in Morocco. I bet that's a cool place to visit. See some of the historical stuff there. So, hey, thank you. And Ponergeist is here. Hello. All right. So let me shut that off. Oh, yeah, there's the hamster. All right. So I want to share Onefastdak. I don't think we gave Fastdak a chance to do his spiel last night, so we're going to do it now. Onefastdak has a channel that you can subscribe to. Let me get that out here. Hold on. Share screen. Yeah. Yes. Women and marketing. Okay.
Hey, my big towel brothers. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well.
Thank you. Notice he's from Canada.
So just some news about up here in Canada, what happened today. So
yeah,
they are laying people off their jobs who haven't got the certain jab.
Oh, they're doing worse than that. If I don't get a jab by, I think, December 8th or 9th, I get fired.
So they're laying them off. So when you lay someone off in Canada, you can collect what's called EI, employment insurance, from the government.
Yeah, not if you get laid off in the United States, you can, but not if you're fired. If you're fired, you get no unemployment because you're a screw up under normal circumstances. I don't know what they're going to do with people who decide to not get the milkshake treatment. I don't know. I mean, they're saying straight up, the company I work at, if you don't get the thing, you will no longer be employed here. So I don't know. I guess I just got to find the one that's the least potentially problematic. I don't know. I'm going to look it up.
So
I got too much other shit going on, man. I try to get my license plates. That was a joy.
And the government turns around today and says, well, you cannot collect EI unless you have the jab.
So in other words, no matter what you do, you've got to get it. And that's been one of the things that I've been kicking around in my head. It's like, why? Why is this milkshake treatment so being pushed? Even for people who have had milkshakes. I don't get it. Root beer floats, whatever. Coof. I don't know.
So it's definitely getting worse by the day.
No, Susan, no, I'm not saying that any one jab is better than the other. I would just have a preference for the one that is more of a conventional. That would be my preference, but go ahead.
Unfortunately.
And that's the one I'm going to get. I'm not going to, whatever that one is. Johnson & Johnson, maybe. Yeah, I'll get that one.
So good news today. I hit 500 subs. So
yeah, hopefully you have more than that after you were exposed on my live
I would
stream.
like to thank you guys so very much for that.
523. See,
it was kind of weird how it happened. I said I released that one video.
Oh, which one is it?
Titled "She Doesn't Understand."
All right, let's go. She doesn't understand. All right, well, let's go there. She doesn't Oh, 1982 Yamaha 490. Is that a 3-popper? Yamaha did have 3 cylinders for I think quite a while in the late 70s anyway. So okay. Well, she doesn't know. She doesn't understand. All right, let's go here. Let's go.
Today I will understand the psychology behind people rooting against the vaccine.
You got to be careful, people. We got to be careful, or else Susan will get pissed. Naden S. sort of expecting a bottle of bourbon and a nah. I don't do bourbon. I do have I do have something in your sentence over in the kitchen there, but shh, don't tell anybody. That'll be the next thing. It's like, if you don't get the jab, we're going to take your Second Amendment. I mean, what's stopping them from doing whatever they want at this point? Doesn't look like many. Well, there's more people than you think that are pushing back against this, but maybe not enough. Got a lot of Karens out there. So, Onefastdak, you got 4,400 views. Son of a bitch. That's pretty good. Good for you.
Be your lucky day. The Pfizer vaccine gave me myocarditis, caused me to be hospitalized, and has taken away my fall senior season as a Division I college athlete.
No shit. What it caused your heart to swell? Oh my God. I didn't. Wow.
Why would I be for something that has taken away what I have worked my entire life for and has given me heart damage at only 21 years old? Why would I be supportive of that?
I wouldn't. Dos Equis, I guess it's all right. I don't know. Yeah. I've had better. Paste. Go ahead. All right. There's the link to the video. So go check that out. Yeah, we can't. Onefastdak, we can't tread down this road too far. Because we don't. Yeah, you know. Well, you don't know. You just started your YouTube channel. Trust me. Yeah, the way this works is this. If you get 1 strike, you can't post anything for a week. If you get 2 strikes, I think it's a month. You can't do anything. You can't do live streams. You can't post anything. You can't even freaking do on your community post stuff. 3 strikes, you're out. Your channel is deleted. And I think that's what happened. Didn't Crowder have that happen? I think it was Crowder got 3. And I know Hammerhand, I think, got 3 and had to get a new channel going. So you're not allowed to talk about certain things. And I think you know what those things are, right? I think we do. All righty. So you can talk all day long about, say, the 2016 thing that happened, but not the one in 2020. Shh. Because you're a bad person. All right, let's see. Who is this? I was looking at, hold on. Keeping It Real with Drell. You guys want to look at some dating stories? Keeping It Real with Drell. Yeah, so go up in Onefastdak. It's Onefastdak. Look it up. More and more women are stood up on dates, and guess who's mad? Is it the girls?
I don't know if I should just take it as I'm not meant to be with this person or not. But I feel like only I would plan a date in advance, pay for it, dining in the dark, by the way. So you got to pay.
Dining in the dark. Oh. Didn't Bruce Springsteen have a song, Dining in the Dark?
And
oh, God, I'm so funny.
Set everything up to basically be stood up.
So you set everything up for a playa, right? I mean, you're a very attractive woman. I mean, come on. If you're going for, average Joe, there's no way in hell he would stand you up. But you're going for the ballers, aren't you? Ain't you? I mean, it's still, it's a douche move, I mean, don't do that. Just call her up and say, hey, I'm not interested or whatever. Don't ghost. I mean, that's mean. But there are times when you have to ghost. And one of those is coming up shortly. I mean, it's mean. I get it. It's not very nice. But I mean, chicks do that to guys all the time. And I get it. I do. I can see from their vantage point to some degree. It's like, maybe you're out clubbing, whatever, you give some guy his number. He's a freaking, you shouldn't do that anyway. But if you do, then he knows your number. And then, oh God, yeah, you didn't. No.
Am I in NATO?
You a what?
My date stood me up for drinks. Yes.
Oh, you're going to love this chick. And I mean, at least she's got the goods. She's pretty attractive, but go ahead.
Someone that looks this good got stood up.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys smash? Smash or dash? What do you think? I mean, just from her looks, not from what she said, because you're gonna get crazy when you hear what she has to say. John the Recluse. I will just put it up there and won't read it. I don't. The people that I know that have gotten the milkshake treatment, some of them, they don't report getting ill, but they report being tired and kind of run down and that kind of thing. I don't think I've run into anybody who really got sick from it. But anyway, Mohamed El Sayed from Egypt. Hello. Hey, we got two African residents here. On one from Morocco and one from Egypt. So hey, we're bad. We're worldwide on this stream. Don't forget to like it, or don't. I don't know. Give me a thumbs down. I don't really care. Go ahead.
Men with big wallets usually have tight schedules, and
really, you mean they're working a lot? Shocker. Who'd thunk? Going for a ball player? Are you? Oh, let's see. What do they do all day? Well, they practice and they work out. And then in the evening, perhaps they play a baseball game or whatever. Pretty busy.
shitty assistants who don't think to follow up with girls like me.
Are you ready?
After sitting alone for 20 minutes, I think the bartender started to feel sorry for me because
He was hitting on you, you stupid person. He was trying to get in your pants.
he kept insisting I try this new French wine. And I was like, no, I don't pay for my own drinks.
Did you hear that? Like, bro, I don't pay for my own drinks. Jesus. Like I said, she may have looked pretty attractive, but you start hearing her words and I'm like, oh my God. Of course, some of the stuff is fake too. I mean, come on. John the Recluse says, told my boss there's no way I'm taking that milkshake treatment. Well, I mean, good on you. I mean, I don't think the government should be telling people that they have to take it. But then the other side of the argument, not sure if it's a red herring or not, but we are forced by the government to take other things to get into school. I had to get a measles shot when I went to college because I couldn't find the record of me having one. And I did have one, but I didn't have the record. So I had to get in. Okay. Yeah. Aaron Cornick went to an induction at a new site Thursday. When they asked me to wear a mask, I said I was exempt, and they said, okay, and walked away. Winning. Really? Okay. I don't know if you are or not, but the way it is here in St. Louis City and St. Louis County, you have to wear a mask to go in anywhere, right? They're not locking you in your home like I believe is going on in Australia, land of the free, in the home of the locked up in their houses. But in St. Louis City, St. Louis County, you have to wear a mask. And if you get outside of St. Louis City and St. Louis County, you don't. So like St. Charles, Franklin, there are other counties around St. Louis County, you don't have to. So I don't know. And you know, maybe it's me. It's probably me. Have you heard much in the news lately about the root beer float? About how many people are blah, 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 blah. Not saying anything, Susan, just asking the question. Okay, let's go back to the date.
And he was like, it's on me. I noticed a napkin underneath the wine glass.
You notice she's getting not as attractive as time goes on here?
The bartender wrote, a girl like you shouldn't drink alone.
Uh-huh.
First of all, I drink alone all the time.
Well, it's good practice for your future cat lady and box wine.
Second of all, was he cute? Yes, but I don't date the staff. You know, I usually date the owner of the establishment.
Mm-hmm. Did she just get massively uglier after that comment? Like I said, I'm guessing this is a joke, but who knows?
You know, but the other part of me is telling me to text him. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is just my rejection talking.
Nice skit. I hope it's not real, Connie, or whatever your name is.
So I was asked out on this date
Damn. Here we go. How you doing? Yes.
tonight. Apparently, this guy has been asking me all week.
I mean, she got all dolled up here. She's looking pretty good. I mean, she's a little thick, but she looks like fun to me.
I
I
was
don't
on
know.
free for 2 nights.
Nice, very pleasant sounding voice, looking she's pretty.
And I said yes. And I got stood up.
Damn. That's because you're going for players, baby.
So since I'm not going anywhere, let me just show y'all my outfit.
All right. Boom. Bingo. I mean, if you like the Hooters, well, there you go. It looks okay. She looks good. I like the purple. The purple looks good. The hair matches the outfit. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So this is the outfit.
I think that's her. Yeah. The bag doesn't quite match, though, dear. Maybe that's what happened. You know, he saw you didn't have a matching purse. It's like, nah, I just.
Little bag. Hair done.
Oh yeah.
Makeup done.
Oh, she's got that bootay, boys. Oh yeah. Look at that. Man. Like I said, she's a little larger, but yeah.
And I was really looking forward to it as well.
It sounds like a nice lady, you know. At least she's not all, hey, I got my WAP here. Yeah, normal stuff, right? Yep. Yeah. What do you think, guys? Smash or dash? I don't know. I thought she was kind of attractive myself, but 15 people watching. Smash the likey button. Thank you, Aaron Cornick. Vape King, nice and thick. Oh, yeah, baby. That's right. Yeah. Sithynet is here. Sithunet, Sith. Bag doesn't match. I know. I thought men weren't supposed to notice that stuff. Vape King, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, she's thick. She's pleasant, though. I mean, like I said, she isn't whapping all over the floor. I'm thinking smash here, guys. What do you think? Yeah. And until that last one said words, not anymore, though. No, thank you.
So a few days ago, I matched with this guy on Tinder, and we just.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think the girls believe somehow that this nose ring bullshit. Do they think that's attractive? I mean, is it attractive, you guys? I mean, I don't find it. I think it's stupid. Looks like they have boogers. I mean, I don't know. An otherwise
Decided to go to
attractive
lunch.
girl,
We
you know. I
decided-
mean, she's a pleasant looking, but there she is with the friggin' nose rings. I don't. Okay.
At Fuji's Steakhouse, and I get there about like 15 minutes ahead of him. So
I mean, looks like a nice college girl, you know.
I Snapchatted him and asked if I should grab a table. And he says, yeah, sure, I'll be there in about 15 minutes. So I go in, get my table, and order a drink. 15 minutes go by, I'm sipping on my drink, I check my phone, and what do I find?
I don't know. He ghosted you.
Send him a message, and I see the dreaded gray arrow.
The dreaded gray arrow. Okay, this must be young people talk. I don't know what that means.
Motherfucker has the audacity to unadd me while I'm sitting in the restaurant waiting for him. I am flabbergasted, just sitting in this restaurant, wondering what the fuck I did wrong, all the while the waitress is waiting for me to order my goddamn food.
Yeah, that does present certain difficulties. If you order some food, you might have to pay for it.
Being stood up and embarrassed as all hell, I invite my friends to have lunch with me instead.
I mean, she's got to know that I like this hair thing that the girls do. That little wisp of hair. They got to know it's cute, right? They got to.
Shout out to my best friend Bree. As I'm trying to enjoy my lunch, I received the following message.
All right, let's read it. I honestly was just going to ghost you, but you don't deserve that. I was in the phone with my brother. Walking, I was in the phone. The hell does that mean? Okay, with my brother, walking in, and he convinced me you were one of these Tinder chicks that just get meals out of guys and then go. I'm sure it doesn't happen all that often. Why are you worried about that? Sorry for making you wait. If you're actually about meeting someone, I'll get you some coffee next time I'm in Minnesota and we'll just talk. Bingo. Bingo. No dinner. What the hell? You check each box of a girl doing that, like a food date person. You're gorgeous. You're a student. You're not in your career yet. And you were pretty adamant about meeting at a steakhouse at 2:00. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Smash or dash? I'd consider it. You know, I kind of like blonde girls and gingers. Oh, I like all women are kind of cute. I know. It's almost as if nature created men to think women are cute. Mohammed says 3 out of 10 just for the glasses. Yeah, yeah. The nose ring though, just it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Michelle Guevara. Hello. How are you? All right, let's go on.
Shout out to my best friend Bree. As I'm trying to enjoy my lunch, I received the following message.
I don't get the nose ring. I'm sorry. Annabelle, beautiful name too, and she's.
I don't normally do these types of videos, but I got stood up for the first time today.
That's who she looks like. Michelle Branch. Michelle Branch is freaking. Oh my God, what an artist! What a singer! She's wonderful. Does kind of look like Michelle Branch. Wow. Okay.
And it's my first date in almost a year.
Are we hearing any red flags yet, boys? Yes, I have watched this. Listen again.
Today, and it's my first date in almost a year.
I will get a beer and we'll continue. Hold on. I don't know. I think this Dos Equis is working. Dos Equis, does that mean 2 horses? I think it does. But I don't speak Spanish.
I've been in a treatment center for the past 9 months.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should put the captions on so you guys can read that. Back it up here a little bit.
But I got stood up for the first time today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my first date in almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a treatment center for the past 9 months.
I mean, all I can say to that is, I'm glad, whatever was going on in your life, you got figured out. That's good. There's nothing wrong with going to treatment if you have a problem with alcohol, drugs, whatever. I mean, that's why they're there, right? So good on you. Congratulations, you got through that. So good.
And I finally felt like that I could date again, that I was ready for it.
But she's not. Are you ready for the big reveal?
It kind of really hits me. I have abandonment issues. I already feel like I'm not good enough.
Uh-huh.
And for this person to do this, it really hits home. And I'm not gonna cry.
You can cry. That's okay. Show your feelings. That's right. Men are supposed to do that all the time, right?
I'm gonna cry about it. Big girls don't cry.
Be quiet. Big boys don't cry. Name that song and you win a free Dos Equis. You just have to come to St. Louis and pick it up.
I feel worthless. I feel, and I think that's the thing with BPD. I have BPD.
Gentlemen, BPD, borderline personality disorder. One of the cluster Bs and one of the worst. I mean, if you're interested, look up BPD and read it. It's an absolute nightmare for the people who interact with these people and for the people themselves. They're just horrible. And the only way to get even close to being cured of this is intense psychotherapy. There's no drug you can take, like lithium or something. Doesn't work that way. BPD is fucking scary. So if a woman comes up to you, and it's mostly women that have BPD actually, and she says she's got BPD, run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. Nothing but trouble. And nothing against the women that have this. Obviously, it's a serious mental illness, but no, you do not want to date one with BPD. Just, you don't need that.
And what is wrong with me? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not?
You're beautiful. There's nothing wrong with you. But you're mentally ill. If you've been diagnosed with BPD, that's a serious mental illness. And you need to get help. Now, maybe that's what the 9-month treatment was. I don't know. I don't know this person, but my God, woman, you need to get in and see a psychiatrist, a psychotherapist, something. This is bad shit, guys. This is really bad.
Not good enough? Am I not funny enough? Why is this that person would want to do this to me? Why would they want to purposely hurt me?
I don't think they did. Maybe they did. I don't know. My God, though, that is hoofda. Yeah, I thought this one chick I went out with had BPD, so I did a bunch of research on it. My, that's freaking scary. Very scary. Zombro is here. Good morning. How's it going, Easy? What's up? Aaron Kornick says, yes, run, Forrest, run. Do not. If she literally has been diagnosed with BPD, do not. As much as she's nice, as much as she's wonderful and pretty and fun, and no. Greg Furness, remember to use protect. Just don't even. I mean, you might want to stick it in crazy, but not BPD crazy. No. 10cc chose the name because you got it. You win the free beer, Captain Super Straight. You just need to come to my apartment and pick it up. Tell you what, though, I'll just drink it and then I'll buy you one some other time. Okay. So I smash or dash on the last one. Of course, aside from the BPD, if she were, mentally okay. Yeah. Like I said, Michelle Branch is cute. I like Michelle. She looks like Michelle Branch. So, okay. Let us go on to our next contestant.
Well, I was supposed to go on a date tonight.
Yep.
But he never showed up. So once again,
I'm not adding the sound effects. That's in the video. So.
Men suck.
Men suck. I'm going to withhold a lot of comments because I don't want to be mean, but there must be a couple of desperate men in the world.
So thanks, Tony, for reaffirming the fact that so many of you are fucking scumbags.
Maybe it's just you choose the scumbags. No. Nope.
Am I gonna cry? No. Do I want to?
She's got those I can't wipe my own ass nails on. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you should cry. Just cry it out. Get it over with.
It stings and it hurts.
How much does it cost to get nails done like that? That's got to be what, couple $100 probably.
And I put in a lot of effort into all of this, you know.
Tattoos, lip ring, funky nails. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
But nah, you're not worth it.
Okay.
So I'm about to go on a date with a guy that didn't just stand me up once.
I mean, you know, I looked at her and I'm like, oh, redhead. And it's like,
stood me up twice.
So he stood her up twice. She's gonna go again. He must be a player.
So I thought I would document my experience of being dumb and see if he actually shows up this time.
What do you suppose the chances are, dear? He stood you up twice. I don't know. I mean, it's a douche move, but they're just...
And see if he's actually a good person.
You think he's a good person because he ghosted you twice. Was that before or after the boom? Bada bing.
Who knows? He said he was like nervous because I was so pretty.
Well, you're all right. I mean, let's not get carried away.
But I thought...
Her lips are weird, though. She have lip injections, maybe?
I would just see how this goes. And if I come back with a video of me crying, you guys know why, because I'm a sensitive little bee.
She's a little bee. Does that mean a little bee, like a bee, or the bee with like a... I don't know. I mean, she seems all right. Yeah, I mean, Yeah.
So the guy who stood me up last night has to be an idiot. Not only because he stood me up, but like for the way that he did it.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's douchey. Just be honest. It's like, look, you know, I don't think it's going to work. Sorry. I know we had a date, but nah, I'm just not going to do it. It's not that hard, especially when you're going for players.
So I was on my way there. He texted me like that he had to go get a key or something from his office.
I mean, that should be your first clue. I mean, how...
And then I replied like right away and my texts were green. So I was like, that's weird. And I kind of figured out what was happening. I'm like, yeah, he definitely just blocked me. He's not showing up.
Huh. Well, that's kind of douchey. But...
And he didn't. I still haven't heard from him. But if you're going to do something like that, which is pretty rude and ballsy of you, why would you do it after you've already told me where you go every morning to get coffee and what time you're there?
Oh, she's going to turn into a stalker. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And you know, the place that you go get coffee is right outside my apartment building.
I guess he better go somewhere else to get coffee. That's what I'm saying.
I will see you at 7:30 in the morning, Eric. Love to buy you a latte and teach you how not to be a piece of people.
Okay, this is scaring me, boys.
Free of charge, of course.
Yeah.
Have a grand day.
Have a grand day. And another thing with the girls, I mean, you know, I'm not nitpicking on her in particular. I don't know her, but these eye things. Shoe on Head. Remember Shoe on Head? She had June, whatever her name is. She had all this stuff here, like Amy Winehouse. I never did understand. How is this? It gives you like what, Egyptian eyes, Mohammed? I don't know. I suppose like Cleopatra eyeballs. Okay. We'll skip this. She doesn't talk. I want to hear the ones that talk. There she is, though. Little thick. Look at that bootay, though. Yeah. I guess that's the biggest blow to people. Oh my God, he unfollowed me on Twitter. Oh no. It's okay, guys. Smash Dash, no. Greg Furness, nope. Michelle Guevara, I banged Amy Whitehouse. Did you? Well, good for you. Hopefully it was before she was, oh God, what a sad story that was. My God. Very talented woman. Now, I got to admit, I was not really big into her music. It was all right. I mean, she was, obviously a talented human being, but I wasn't into it. I wouldn't go off and buy an Amy Winehouse album, right? I just wouldn't do that. But I mean, I heard it on the radio. Yeah, sure. She cried no, or whatever. Go to rehab or something. Hammerhand, hello. He is in the building, the man. Yeah, I think this one's, this is the hard pass on this one. Okay, let's go. I mean, she's probably a nice lady, but, just for the overall, no. Uh-huh. Her energies. Well, there's nothing wrong with going out with yourself, that's fine. He's just not good enough for you, girl. You'll find someone better. But you better do it in about, a year.
It is currently 9:55, and I'm sitting in the Popeyes parking lot eating a cold
Yeah.
chicken sandwich. Why? Because Nick the cop from last night said he would be waiting here for me. Is he? No. Why? Probably because he's married.
Well, that would usually... Oh, yeah. Fake blonde hair aside. Yeah, Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? She doesn't have all those weird nails and shit. That's good. Captain Super Straight, purple. The color of, she's not bad. Yeah, I agree. She's all right. Just a young girl, confused, getting Richards thrown at her all the time. I'm certain.
Just call me back.
She ran into a cop last night and they set up a date. Really? Okay. Sure. I wonder how much of that is part fantasy. It's like, well,
here I am, all
God.
dressed up and
no place to go?
Canceled on.
Uh-oh. That's not good. This looks like Hammerhand's kind of style. I think Hammer's digging. Oh, send me links. Okay. You guys want to hear from Hammerhand? I don't know. All right, we'll invite some people. All right, Hammer, here's the link in the chat, so jump in if you want to, or whoever wants to, that's fine. If you want to talk to Hammerhand, yes, come on in, bro. I mean, this is Hammer's type of lady right here. This is probably the one that's down there at the 7-Eleven where he goes and gets his ice. Did I ever tell you that story? We'll wait till Hammer gets here. Oh, my God. Masculine attitude. Let's see. Island Hermit. Cool. Everybody loves Hammerhand. He's a big, jolly old fella. All right. Till he gets here, let's continue.
Yep. How's your night going?
Well, I feel like a clown.
Now, I don't know any better, but I think this lady is baked. And I mean, she's overbaked.
So I was talking to this dude from this dating app Bumble.
Undead Chronic Kush, level 10.
And he asked me out. He said, want to take me to dinner and, smoke some after.
Boom. How did I know
and
that?
Hang out and spend some time. And I believed him. So I got all dressed up in a really nice dress.
And you got baked.
I mean, it was scorching. I was hot, bro. Did my makeup, did my hair.
Nose ring. Sorry.
Looked fantabulous. I get to where we're supposed to meet up.
Yeah.
And he blocks me.
Oh, that's kind of douchey of him, isn't it? He probably just got baked and forgot, like Undead Chronic. But what do I know?
Guess I'm the clown, huh?
I just got
Now. Yeah, I mean the redhead. I mean, if you like to toke it up, Cheech, it might be fun to hang out with. This chick's looking pretty hot here. Now, once she zooms on her face, she's okay. Yeah, she's looking good. I like that. I like that little dress. It's got the leg hanging out there. Anyone want to smash the redhead? No. Hammerhand, what's up?
What's up, homeboy? How you doing?
We're just looking at dating stuff. I thought it would be fun.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Oh, you watch this channel?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
big
I
time
don't understand what the fuck they think. Look, is it a classy thing to do to go somebody? I guess it depends on the person, don't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's sometimes I get the impression, and maybe I'm way out in left field here, but that every date is supposed to turn into like a relationship. I mean, I don't know. Well, he got to know me and he ghosted me. It's like, yeah, go ahead.
No, I didn't really get to know you. What I see them as is an empty tea pitcher that gets made up and walks to wherever it's going, rides to wherever it's going, and it waits for you to fill it up.
Yeah.
That's what I see them as, because that's what most people are nowadays. I'll include a lot of men in that. I don't shy away from busting men's balls, when they're not doing what they should be doing. Of course, that's not up to me to decide. That's up to them. But a lot of people just think that this shit's going to fall in their lap and make them whole and make them complete. And they don't see that their mothers and their grandmothers have perpetuated this.
Yep. And so have men. Let's not.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All of the people that financed this bullshit 100 years ago were men. They were men, of course. You got power players, male and female, that understand how to game the human race. And this is what they're doing.
Yep. And I do bring that point up once in a while, is that all these women hate the patriarchy and all that shit, right?
Patriarchy gave them every fucking thing that they got.
Exactly. So now they think it's of no use anymore, except when it comes to alimony and paying on dates and shit. Wow, then the patriarchy.
Show me anybody that says smash the patriarchy. Show me your conviction. Show me that you have the courage of your conviction. Throw your fucking telephone down. Take your goddamn clothes off that were made by slave labor kids. These people are morons. All they do, all these people do is absorb talking points and edgy lines, and they don't know what they're talking about. They don't want to smash the patriarchy. If you smash the fucking patriarchy, they'll be wearing grass skirts, living in mud huts in a week. Fuck them.
Well, I can't disagree. Really. I mean, look at this supply chain thing that's going on now, allegedly, right?
It's engineered.
Well, I think so. Yeah. I believe
It's 100% engineered. Yeah. When you take 50 or 60% of the workforce and you say, well, if you don't have this shit stuffed into your body via injection, you can't work. Oh man, now we have a shortage. No, you don't. You made the shortage happen. I mean, I'm looking at reliable farmers out here, independent farmers that are being paid to destroy their crops.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What I'm saying?
This is the game. This is the game plan. Even Franklin Roosevelt. You know what their big idea was to make prices go up is to kill a bunch of pigs. Did you know that back in the 30s?
Yeah. They're doing it now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, same thing.
They're doing
Playbook
it now.
never
All of
changes.
these animals that are ready for fucking harvest, they're just killing them, and nothing is going to harvest. So yeah, you want to talk about some serious disgusting manipulation? That's disgusting shit.
Well, I like the governor in Florida said, "Hey, come over here. We'll unload your shit." I was like, "Yeah, okay."
DeSantis is really. I'm not going to say that he's ahead of the curve. He's a politician. But in my opinion, right now, he's batting for the right team. I'm not saying red. I'm not saying blue. I'm not saying libertarian. I'm saying for the side of freedom and justice. It's a manipulation. Don't be fooled by that. It's a manipulation. Yep. But you can't let these ships sit off the coast like this. So if you got ports that are willing to open up, Texas should open their ports. They can take some of that shit. They just go down to the Gulf of Mexico, go through the Panama Canal. Come on in.
Yep. That's what I was going to say, the exact same thing. You got Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. There's ports, Mobile is a big port. Just go there and unload the shit. The problem is California from Long Beach. I don't know if you've ever been to Southern Arizona or Arizona in that area.
I've been through it, but I didn't
massive trains. I mean, it's unbelievable, actually.
Oh, you talking about the car count?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're coming from Los Angeles and they're bringing that shit over, probably to Chicago or Dallas or something. But yeah, 150,
250 fucking cars, 5 engines. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't even believe it. I mean, I was driving to Phoenix to do that contract, and I think it was around Gallup or something in the western part of New Mexico. I'm like, what the fuck? Holy shit! Yeah, man. These trains are 10 miles long. It's like, wow, pretty amazing.
It's insane shit. It's amazing the things that we can do. It really is. But I mean, most of the population, in my opinion, that's a female and male, are fucking shaved apes.
Yep.
It's such a sad thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing in Florida. I don't know if they have the infrastructure to bring all that shit. I know they have trains that go up north to like Washington and New York, but I don't know if they have the infrastructure to haul all that shit. That's the only problem.
No, I don't think that they do. I mean, they've kind of built their infrastructure is built around trading. It's built around being a global position, for people all around the world, and all of their shit is trucked in. Like when you go to the DC area out there in Maryland and Quantico, and when you're passing places like that, you can't take tractor trailers within a certain distance of the Pentagon. You can't take them within a certain distance of the White House. All of that stuff is blocked off to tractor trailers because somebody could park, 80,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate in front of the White House.
Yeah,
so they don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't. They have to break all of that shit down 20 miles outside of those particular entities and ship it in with smaller trucks.
But I mean, Florida could pull something off. Like, just get a bunch of trucks. I mean, these shipping containers are made for that, right? They come off, they're a semi, and boom, you go. But yeah, it's
the intermodal yards are booming.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're booming. I mean, so
because didn't Biden say something like, "Wow, we're going to do 24/7 there in Long Beach, and there's nobody there"? The unions are like, "No, we're not." What are you talking?
The unions ain't going to do. Yeah, the unions, the longshoremen, they're not going to do that shit. You're going to pay them, and these motherfuckers are going to pay through the nose for that. Mm-hmm. They've all got guaranteed contracts. They're not doing that.
Yeah, no, exactly. And even here in the St. Louis area, the shelves are bare on some stuff. I mean, I had to get Dos Equis today because they didn't have any beer at the beer store. It's like, what the hell?
Shit, man, you got to settle for Dos Equis.
That's right. 2 horses. I think it's 2 horses, right?
What have you had? About 10 of them already? You motherfucker.
No. I only had let's see, I have like 3 cans here. So I had 3 cans of beer. So that's
sweet. Oh, cans. I didn't see you as a can person. I saw you as a bottle guy.
Well, like I said, the supply chain is screwing up my beer drinking, and now I'm pissed. Now I'm really mad.
You familiar with Kroger?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I was just in Kroger this morning, and they're stocked to the fucking brim. So
Really?
it's hitting some places. It's not hitting a lot of places. But we've talked about this. You know, when this supply chain starts to dry up, there's going to be a lot of motherfuckers jumping off bridges just because this is a power play.
Yeah.
You know, people are going to start to panic. And what I've said and what RPM says, what fucking Spetsnaz says, what you say, what Pop says, everybody, Undead, everybody that speaks on this, when this shit starts to get squeezed a little bit harder, all of your feminism, all your entitlements are going to go right out the fucking window.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
A
mean,
woman was raped on the train.
Wait.
Oh man, bring that one on.
You want to hear this one?
In front of other people, and they did nothing.
So what?
Exactly.
Men are raped every single day in this country in child support courts.
And in prison. Oh, yeah.
And your kids are medically fucking raped as soon as they're out of the womb. You know what I'm saying? They're medically comatose by the time they're in the 4th grade, because most of these boys are being diagnosed with ADHD or ODD or any of this other fucking crap because they have female teachers and single mother parents. Little boys are not little girls.
My mother put me on that shit when I was like 5 years old, 6 years old.
I found out.
What is it? What is that stuff?
Ritalin. Back when
yeah.
when your age, it would have probably been Ritalin or lithium, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, I had a conversation with my mother a couple of years ago, and we were talking about school, and I used to get up and just walk out of the class, you know, because I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable to me.
Yeah.
So I kind of walked the hallways. They had discussions with her about doping me up to get me to sit down. I had no idea till just a couple years ago. So yeah.
And my mother,
it's what they do.
She, because I was acting up, right? I think it was kindergarten. St. Michael's Catholic School in New Jersey, actually, if you want to know. And I was acting
alive.
up. Oh, yeah. Well, I made it. You know, the nuns that's not, it's not fantasy. They did get the rulers out. It was pretty funny.
I know. I know.
But I was acting up. I was, being blah, blah, whatever, right? And so they recommend, well, you should try this new drug, right? Ritalin, blah, blah, blah. And so she put me on it for like 1 day. And it so fucked me up that she did not give it to me anymore.
Yep. Good mom.
She said, no,
good job,
no way.
Mom. Good job.
Well, she got at least she got that right. Other stuff she didn't do so well. But it turned out in my case, what it was simple. I didn't have enough to do, right? I already knew how to read when I freaking went into kindergarten. So it's like,
you're not a dumb fellow. Yeah, you're not a dumb fellow. It's kind of easy to listen to people talk and realize that if you've got a good vocabulary, you're kind of in. And that's a big problem with smart boys and smart girls, because people can't control them as easily as they control the other kids.
Yeah.
That's a big problem with them.
Davina Duckworth is here. Hello, Davina.
Hola, Davina. How are you?
Jennifer Lawrence's picture there, but yeah, I could look at that. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all.
Onefastdak, my man in the house. What's up, Michael Guevara? What's up, Master Wrenches? Good to see you all in here.
Are these guys wrenches? God, I'm not even looking on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah,
there's
you got quite a few. Well, not quite a few, but a few.
Are you a wrench? You're a wrench, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I'm wrenched up in here.
Okay, wrench it up.
Little boys are raped every single day by the educational system. I don't give a fuck. Start treating us with respect, we might come to your rescue again. Maybe.
Yeah, not likely though. I mean, I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, if it's something like that and I could probably help, yeah, sure. But I mean, it's obvious if someone is on a train and some guys are, come on, we're all.
Let me take you back to May of 2017.
Okay.
In Oregon, where two fellas saw a supposedly white Muslim lady, said she was Muslim, whatever, and she was being harassed and yada, yada, yada. And there was no sexual assault. Somebody was just kind of hitting on her or talking to her or whatnot. They got up on this fucking guy and he stabbed both of them to death.
Yeah.
They died. And you don't hear about them, do you?
Nope.
You didn't hear nothing. A couple of fucking tears, a little thank you for being a sacrificial lamb, the futility of the utility. Their families were not taken care of. There is no reason in the world now for you to put your ass on the line to save somebody that is equal to you. Let them save themselves. They dug this fucking hole. They can get themselves out of it. I'm done bailing people out of stupid shit. That's just me, though.
I think there was a situation in, I think it was Salt Lake City. Same thing happened where, you know, some woman accused the guy of harassing her or whatever, and they killed the fucker. I mean, they killed the guy.
Yeah.
It's like, good Lord.
Yeah, that was all coming off that bus, right?
Yeah. Coming off the bus.
Yeah.
They
coming off the fucking bus. She was she was lying through her fucking teeth, and her brother met the guy as they were getting off the bus and killed him in a struggle.
Yeah. That's
dead
right.
over a fucking accusation.
Yep. I think he hit his head or something and killed him. It's just, Jesus Christ.
Has anything happened to them?
Probably
anything happened to the woman for initiating an attack that got that man killed? No. And if you speak to a feminist about this, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about you. The only thing that they care about is the fact that you are not servile anymore. What happened to you? You ain't a good man. Well, fuck you, bitch. Go find some sucker to take all of that heat, because it ain't going to be me.
Yep. No, exactly. I mean, it's just, come on. It's not my job. Sorry. Protect yourself.
No. Protect yourself. Go get a gun. Learn how to shoot.
Get a gun. Exactly. The Second Amendment in the Second Amendment in this country. So we've got Thumper, the sweaty fat guy. Hey, if you guys want to join, talk to Hammerhand. I put the link.
Hey, what's up, Thumper? How you doing, brother? And oh, by the way, Mr. Von Maxwell, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it greatly.
Well, it's always good to hear from you, man. Always good. You were on with Chronic yesterday. We listened. We actually streamed you guys on this.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad to see the boost on that. Yeah, man. Chronic stream is coming up pretty hard. I was announced as an auxiliary member of the war band, so I'll be doing some of that here in the near future.
I thought you were a primary member. What the hell is this auxiliary?
No. Because I like to let me say, I like to live fast and loose. I don't like to be bound. You know what I'm saying? For lack of a better phrase, I don't like to be bound by certain things, and the war band does certain things, you know, and I just don't. I'm not gonna say that I don't mess with it. I just don't want to have to do something if I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't get invited anymore because, you know, I'm just an asshole.
No, he's talking about inviting you, man. It's just bad timing.
Yeah, well.
You're absolutely invited, bro. Absolutely. Every time we get on, we're like, where's fucking Hamster at? Where's Ginger?
Hey, I was in the chats.
We saw you. We was just wondering when you was going to pop on.
Well, I didn't get an invite.
Well, ask for one, fool. Well, you got emails. Ask for one.
I was okay. Thumper's coming on, so you guys can hash it out.
What's up?
Talk car stuff. Oh, by the way, I should be over to hang out with you maybe next week.
That's cool, man.
It's getting put off, but we'll do something. Maybe go have a
man. Hit me up on the emails so that I can so that we can get that squared away, because I don't want you to get here and then be like it's fucked up or something. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's okay. I mean, I'm going to spend a few days over in Ohio, so we'll figure something out. So yeah,
that'll work.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be exciting. Davina Duckworth, Hamster had streams last night too. Yeah, I did actually. I had huMAN on. huMAN came on, so that was fun.
Oh man, that's cool, man. I haven't seen that yet.
He's a good guy. He's really.
Oh, I know he is.
Oh yeah.
I know he is. I know he's a lot more calculated in the things that he says, and I think a lot more measured. And certainly, I think he's much more into the self-awareness aspect, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think when I have people say, if you're going your own way, why are you talking about this? No, because you have to. You have to. I focus more on the dysfunction of females and how it bleeds into men so that we can get these guys thinking right. We need that.
Thumper's here. Hello, Thumper.
Hey.
Talk to Hammer.
What's up, Thumper?
Here's
How
your
you
chance
doing,
to talk to the man.
Oh, stop all that shit. What's
I'm
wrong
gonna
with
get
you?
a beer. I'll be right back. You guys hold down the fort.
All right. What's up, sir? How you doing?
Oh, just building shit, getting ready for the great white blanket of isolation.
It's coming, man. It's coming. Your mic is low.
Oh yeah. Here.
Yeah. Or are you sitting away from it or something?
No, I'm like right up on it.
Uh oh.
I'll just talk louder. How's that?
Oh, that's cool. That'll work.
Yeah, man. I remember when they stabbed that guy coming off the bus. I was like, it was in the news for like 2 days, and then just memory hole.
Yeah, it just disappeared, and things like that are going to disappear.
Yeah.
They're not. These motherfuckers are not going to do anything that goes against the grain. A couple of years ago, when that fella at that mall grabbed that little boy and threw him off the fucking second store balcony.
Yep, not a thing was said. It didn't even.
When all of these people, yeah. I mean, it was almost a weekly fucking occurrence. So it's bad news, bro. It's bad news.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to see everybody divided over arbitrary bullshit like race or whatever.
Well,
If
I don't have any.
American, you're supposed to be one of us. We're supposed to be on the same team, no matter what color.
I agree that we can all push for the same things, but to deny that there are differences between blacks, whites, Asians, there are not just little differences. There are big differences.
Yeah,
and we need to acknowledge that. And I don't hold it against nobody.
I like the differences. I like that I can go into another culture, and learn how they do things because it gives me insight into other things.
Sure.
So I
sure,
like
absolutely.
And I don't want everybody to be the same. But when it comes to the overarching culture, I want everybody to be on the same page, and we're not. They're we're all divided up. And shit.
Well, we're being played.
Yeah. And we're just being weakened, and I'm sick and damn tired of it. I don't care what color someone is, what they believe, or what they do for a living. I just can't stand this. The media and everybody they're talking down about us white guys. Like we're the terrorists on the planet and shit. And it's like, why they want to do that? They want us to come out and prove them right.
No, they understand. They understand very clearly that homogeneity amongst people is a threat to their power.
Yeah.
So they can't have that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're all on the same side, right?
Should be.
They don't want people together
to
cooperate because that, you're absolutely right, weakens their power.
Sure,
we all agree that some certain milkshakes are bullshit. The entire country or most of the country.
Who said that all of this is theirs? Right? They said that. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go section everything up and give everybody fucking 10 acres and a mule. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that life for humans on this planet needs to be more equitable. That doesn't mean that you have to bring men down to a standard because they perform universally better across the board than most women. It doesn't mean that you need to handicap Asians because mentally they perform better than just about everyone. It doesn't mean any of that. You cannot achieve equality or equity by kneecapping somebody else. I mean, we got to get out of this line of thought where somebody is your fucking enemy because they do something better.
I mean, yeah, the Asians or Jewish people, whatever, they're good at certain things. So what? Let them be good at it.
Yeah,
right?
Let them be
Create
good.
things. Let them cure cancer. What's wrong with that? Why are these people against progress? I don't get it.
They're against these things because it diminishes what they have. It diminishes the fact that they can be elected in a weak district like Ocasio-Cortez and go from making bartender cash to making $200,000 a year, and then getting endorsements that boost her net wealth to millions. You see, that's the difference. We don't need a ruling class anymore. We just need to be humans working for and pushing in the same direction. Now, getting everybody to get on the same page, good luck. Because everybody's self-interest is going to come out. I think that we need to start pushing towards the stars. You know, I think we've got 2 people out there right now that are really, really pushing this. You know, and you got to kind of look at the reasons why they're really, really pushing this. I don't think it's overcrowding on this planet. I think it's meant to set up a population of serfs, you know, 200 years down the road.
I think we can all agree, though, that they don't do anything that doesn't benefit them. So whatever this is, it's for their benefit. Their being the leaders, so-called. I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah, I think it is. What happened to Thumper?
I don't know. He's probably drinking alcohol. I don't know. Where are you at, Thumper?
Just making.
Where'd you go?
You get booted. Well, that's
he's
cool,
here.
man.
No, he's still here. He's just not talking. So I don't know.
He's just not talking. I think he just went to take a dump or something. That's cool, man. That's cool.
He's probably doing a massive deuce.
Christopher Moore in the comments. Marxism was founded in the Soviet Union. These same principles, LGBT, racism, etc., that stuff was rampant in the USSR 100 years ago. It wasn't really founded in the Soviet Union. Marxist Bolshevism is kind of what we're talking about there, and that's a little bit different. You can go right back to the Romanovs to see how that shit kicked off. And that's a sad story with the Romanovs.
Yeah, I mean, Marx wrote his thing in 1848. And
yeah.
So that was a little bit before the Soviet Union. And then Leninized it.
Yeah.
And he was actually, God, if you look at
it was
history,
Lenin-style communism, yeah.
It's amazing because Lenin didn't want to be as hardcore as Stalin, which is interesting. And Trotsky and those guys, yeah.
Yeah, Leon Trotsky.
Certainly, there was a lot of people that got killed. But go ahead, please. Including Trotsky.
Yeah. Leon Trotsky, his real name is not Leon Trotsky. And it kind of belies who, what, when, and where. Invented the name racism, invented the word racism. It was invented as a bludgeon, and it was used very successfully by the state, by the police state, and it is still used very successfully. Very successfully. Lack of education, real education, not indoctrination, but real education, prohibits people from understanding that racism is just a concept. It is a driver. It's a divider. If you don't go along with us, if you have no love for the state, then we call you a racist. That's what that is. People that talk about fascism and you're a fascist and bash the fash and all that shit have no idea that they are the actual fascists, that they are pushing for that. And they think that they're doing good things.
John the Recluse says, you're missing a key component in the development of communism. Okay, John, what's the key component? What are we missing?
What would that be? Yeah, what would that be?
Go ahead and share that in the chat or even join the stream. You can do that, right? I put the link in. So, I mean, you can talk to Hammer. You can talk to Sweaty. You can talk to the hamster. Shit. Oh, my God. It's amazing. Yeah, it's funny. Sorry, I get some of that from my radio days because it's like, oh, my God, hamster, you're on the radio. You're like a star. It's like, oh, please, stop. I just play records, for God's sake. Okay, hold on.
John the Recluse. Wrong. Hammerhand. National Socialism was a response to communism. I disagree.
It's true. Well, I think they use that as an excuse to get rid of the Jewish folks because they.
I think now you're a little closer to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Was. All communists are all Jews, so we got to get rid of that. Yeah.
He just recognized that he look. Do you not want me to say his name?
I don't care. That's fine.
Okay. Hitler recognized that there was a problem inside of the country with Jewish bankers. So he expelled the Jewish bankers. What he did essentially was expel usury. Usury was then targeted for extinction itself. The concept of usury was targeted for extinction. It was punishable by death after the expulsion of the Jewish bankers. So it just kind of snowballed into some shit, and he needed some elbow room. Said he's just going to go out there and grab Poland, maybe another country, and expand a little bit. And that's nothing different than what has happened in the course of human history. When people look at go ahead.
No, please continue. Yeah.
When people look at things like Adolf Hitler's Germany, they don't tell you all of the massive good that came from it. Now, I know a lot of eyeballs are going to roll. People are going to clutch their pearls and they're going to gasp, what good could have possibly come from? That motherfucker took that country, which was broken and shattered at the end of World War I. It was raided by the Allies, gutted, and they were in abject poverty. They were nothing but a vassal state at that point.
Yep.
And in 8 years, he took Germany after the expulsion of Jews and Jewish bankers. He took Germany to a place that it has never been before.
One wonders, if he would have not invaded Russia and not killed millions of people, he, if he just did his little Lebensraum stuff and left him alone, Germany was pretty successful, but the guy was a fucking madman. He was nuts.
I just think that there was a lot of disarray. There was a lot of disarray. Now, I don't have any, personal privy or knowledge of it. It just from the outside, looking at historical texts, German texts and American texts and Russian texts, that there was a lot of disarray. It was a clusterfuck for a number of years. But
but I mean, I think it's fair to say that with respect to the German success, so-called, it was a dictatorship. I mean, you shall do this or you'll get a bullet in your fucking head, right? So it wasn't like an organic
I think for
thing.
some things,
yeah.
For some things, yeah. But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of video evidence, a lot of archival footage and material out there that it doesn't just suggest, but outright says that Germany was a very pleasant place for a long time. I am firmly of the opinion that the war against Germany started in the newspapers. It started with the expulsion of Jewish bankers and usury. It progressed rapidly because Germany didn't want to be dependent on other states around them. They wanted their own shit, and they didn't want to mess with anybody else. And then bad shit happens. Bad shit happens. When you write the winner's book, you're always going to look at the people that you've defeated, the populations that you've crushed, and you're going to assign blame to them. The German people didn't do a lot of horrible, terrible shit. The military was involved in some horrible, terrible shit. But then again, we firebombed Dresden at night and murdered civilians in the tens of thousands. We dropped 2 atomic weapons on Japan.
Yep.
Everybody has dirty fucking hands. Everybody. War is not clean.
No, you're right.
It's not. And I have the utmost respect for any of these world leaders that try to get their fucking piece of the pie, even if they fail. Even if they fail. I don't have respect for human atrocities. There should be a better way to do things.
No. Yeah, no,
I
agree. Totally.
There should be a better way to do things. But it's just unfortunate that we are still, we think we're so fucking smart and so advanced. And man, that is the nth degree, the smallest speck of humanity that lives on that edge. And it's not most of us. Still cavemen.
Thumper, we still can't hear you, man. Turn your mic on.
He said he was going to jump back in a little bit.
Oh, he's in, but we still can't hear him.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe that's him. Thumper, what are you doing? Get to the mic now.
John the Recluse says every invasion the Germans did in World War II was reaction to the Western powers. I agree. Except for the initial push into Poland and Czechoslovakia, because he said plain and simple he wanted to annex some states and make room for Germany to grow.
Land, I think, yeah. Lebensraum, yeah.
Yeah. You know, Austria was a no-brainer. They were working closely with the Nazis and the Axis powers. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if I think if Hitler didn't go to the extremes that he did, you know, we probably would have left him alone. You know,
I don't think so. I mean, it's easy to look at that and say that, but look at every leader that the Western world, in particular Britain or the United States, has come across that doesn't want to work with them or doesn't want their currency to be based off of the reserve currency of the world, you know, the dollar. Every one of these powers has had major difficulties trying to break away. When the states went in, when the U.S. government went in and destroyed Libya and financed Gaddafi's murder, you know, I don't have a hell of a lot of respect for Gaddafi, but Gaddafi was outright assassinated by the U.S. government.
That's right.
You're plain and simple. You know,
and he was playing with us, by the way.
Oh yes, he was. When China run up on him and they proposed the oil dollar, the petrodollar, the gold-backed petrodollar, to get them off of that shit, they went in there and destroyed Libya, and that was intentional. It was intentional.
Yep. I mean, now maybe because you know we being old guys, we remember 9/11, all that other shit, and the invasion of Iraq and Kuwait and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
you look.
We had no business being there.
What the hell were we doing?
We had no business being there. It was used as an excuse to go in there and crush those countries. They have an agenda, a timeline for conquering these countries, you know, and trying to pull them in line with what the United States does. It's all part of that one world government bullshit. And it's an easy way to set up Federal Reserves or national banks, as they call them in some of these countries, and start washing billions of dollars because they defraud the American public of their tax dollars.
Yep. Sweaty, are you there? Can you speak?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, much
All
better,
right,
much
cool.
better.
Nice and clear too. So go on.
Man, I had to mess with a bunch of shit.
There you go. Yeah, you're much better.
Cool.
So go on and share your opinion on our topic.
Opinion on what? You covered so much ground while I was fucking around.
Yeah, that's all right. Start wherever you want. We'll listen.
Well, going all the way back to the National Socialists versus the regular socialists, it's all the same it's all the same pile of shit. You just have different sprinkles on it. That's all it is. It's still socialism. It's still Marxism. I don't care what they say. It's still, you know, the same crap. It's identity politics. It's people who are resentful of what others have, envious that they have it and they don't. Or switch those around. The second one's resentful. They feel entitled to what others have, and they're usually too lazy or too inept to go get it them damn selves, so they want it taken from the people that are not inept and capable and given to them. And it doesn't matter what spin you want to put on it or what sprinkles you want to put on it. That's what you get.
Thoughts, Hammer?
Where'd you go?
What the heck is he doing?
I think he left.
What are you doing, man? We hear you breathing into your microphone there, Chief. I mean, you know. I mean,
well, now I turned my mic up. So.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, Hammer got dropped.
No, he's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, he did drop. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're
there. You go. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I got dumped. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I see where all this is going, and I'm not liking it because I know history. and I know where things head and where things go and what happens. And, it just pains me that they have misused the U.S. military going all the way back to before Reagan.
Oh man, it's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah. Well, Vietnam, that was misusing it. There was no damn reason we should have been there. I understand stopping communism, but
it was a false flag. Look, I'm going to tell you something. It might not go over well with some folks. I have no doubt in my mind that was not about stopping communism. It was about establishing ground over there that could be used for the Allies. And it worked in Korea and it worked in Vietnam. Plain and simple.
But, I'm a vet, right? And I see all these politicians like, Obama, Biden, Clinton, all these pricks. They're in Congress and they all voted to send me and my brother and all of my friends back into the meat grinder in 01 and 03. And it's like, and for what? For their profit. They're the ones making the profit off of it. We're the ones that, we're expending ourselves and sacrificing our youth and our health and our lives. And for what?
Yeah, man.
Their profit.
You really have to be a smart fellow today to understand what this is all about. I am what I would consider to be a patriot, a nationalist. I enjoy my country. My lineage has been here since the 1630s, but it gets very corrupt very fast. It gets really polluted. And when you start throwing that big banner of for the country over everything, these people aren't bothering us. They're not doing anything to us. They're no threat whatsoever. But you walk in there with an armada, you obliterate the populace. Every country that this country has had a war with has changed everything about that country. Win, lose, or draw.
Well, except
look at the male populations. Look at the male populations. Significantly less masculinity. Significantly less.
Well,
they're being formed in homogenous drones.
I've been having some thoughts on that because, I listen to what everybody says and I see how things are going.
Yes, sir.
Now, we've had almost 80 years now since the last major conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, most men throughout history did not reproduce. Most women did. Most men didn't reproduce because one guy can get, however many chicks knocked up that he can get it up for.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So where did all those men go? They died of disease. They died in battle. They died, accidents, wild animal attacks, whatever. Something
war.
killed them, or they were unable to reproduce because no female would have them. Right now, we have a similar situation in the U.S. that China has. China had the one-child policy and everybody wanted a son, so they were like aborting all the females. Now they have millions of single guys that have no chance to get laid. There's just no females. They don't have them. So they can either import them from other countries or they can create a little conflict and kill off, a few million single males that aren't going to get laid anyway.
I agree.
Like Taiwan.
We're expendable.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. That's absolutely the truth.
And we just haven't
you
had
have to be able to
major
think
conflict
outside of
in
that
80
box.
years. Yeah.
Think outside of the box on that one. You have to be able to think for yourself when you're thinking about enlisting. Why are you enlisting? Is it for college money? Terrible, terrible fucking reason to put your life on the line.
Right now is an absolutely horrible time to be enlisting. And I have a bunch of nephews and cousins, kids in the military right now, and it's just it is nothing like Reagan or even in 2000 under Bush. This is just a giant shit show at this point.
Yeah. Well, the chain of command is fucked.
Idiot.
Yeah, the chain of command is fucked up too.
Yeah.
That's on full court display with people like Milley.
Yep.
And Colin Powell in his last couple of years doing a fucking 180 on his political views. Just obscene shit. So that there's there's other things going on, and there are puppets and puppet masters everywhere now.
Yeah. You know, the thing that concerns me is, you know, like Pop says, these things lead to a two-way rifle range, playing catch at with high-speed lead. And I see how it went in other countries. And lately I've been using the events that happened in Poland in 1945, where the Red Army was outside Poland, and Zhukov and Stalin said to the Poles, they said, rise up and go fight the Germans, you know, expel the Nazis, push them out. And, you know, the Poles were like, hell yeah, let's do this. And they assumed that the Red Army would join in. But instead, the Red Army just hung out and didn't do anything and just like relaxed and regrouped and resupplied and solidified their supply lines. And they let the Poles get completely wiped out or arrested or turned into a completely ineffective fighting force. And after that happened, then the Russians just said, okay, well, they went in and expelled all the Germans. After Germany was defeated, there was nobody left in Poland to fight against the communists because the Poles didn't want to be communist, you know, and the Poles didn't want to be communist for the next, 70 years until Lech Walesa came around and was doing the solidarity thing.
I've spoken with a couple of people that are first generation immigrants from Poland about Lech Walesa, and those are some interesting times.
Yeah, I was stationed in Germany when the wall came down.
Is that right? I bet that was interesting.
I got a big chunk of the Berlin Wall sitting on my shelf.
Yeah, that's some amazing shit. It really is. I was watching that as it was happening. Pretty incredible stuff. Pretty incredible stuff. You know, that's the collapse of the Soviet Union.
Yep.
So yeah, and I don't think that we're too far behind the Soviet Union's pace as far as a collapse is concerned. You know, I used to pen pal with people over there, and this was in the middle '90s, and they said that they are given room and board, and they're still working the same job that they had after the collapse, after Glasnost, and they hadn't received a paycheck in 5 years, but they get rent and food vouchers, and they're good. And I'm like, wow, that's fucking amazing. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, the whole idea behind socialism is to keep everybody else at the same level while the political elites get to rise above and profit off of everybody else. It's basically just turning the entire system into a feudal system. You know, you still have
we
a
haven't
king
gone
or whatever.
We haven't gone much past that. You know, people say, well, there's such a difference between the 1500s and now, and there's not. You know, you got computers and cell phones and the horseless carriage, but people have not advanced nearly as much as they should have. In my estimation, they've been made dumber. I think that the
IQ with smartphones.
Yeah, the advancement of IQ in the average Joe has gone backwards since 1988, 89. I remember hearing the report. They said it was the first time in recorded history that the intelligence the overall intelligence of people had dropped, and we're almost 2 standard deviations away from what we were in the middle 80s. That's astonishing.
Yeah. The one guy, the Jolly Heretic, talks about that all the time.
Never heard of him, but sounds like good
I'll
shit.
shoot you a link. Yeah.
Cool.
But
cool.
He just keeps claiming that we're getting stupider.
We
It's
are.
true. We are.
We are in every facet of life. Our ability to deal with people socially, face to face, is almost fucking gone. It's almost gone. People don't see people as people. They see them as things. They see them as an interface. They don't see them as humans. So yeah, it's only going to make our circumstance here worse.
I've been pondering that too, because I live like a prepper, even though I'm not a prepper, because, you know, the grid is as stable as my bipolar ex-wife. The longest I've gone is 6 weeks without the power interruption. It just went out like 3 days ago.
Oh boy.
You know, so I live like a prepper. So I am interested in things that the preppers are doing and talking about. And I see people that live in big cities as dependents. They're dependent on
They
the
are.
system.
They are.
have to have everything brought to them.
They are.
You can't produce any food, fuel, you know, pretty much anything. All the raw materials and refined products have to be brought to the city.
That's right.
Whereas living out here in the middle of nowhere, I can make almost anything I need other than like tires and certain gaskets.
Yeah, but even then, if you needed that, you could probably obtain it without any reasonable difficulty and know what to do with it. You know,
I could come up with another way to do things, wooden wheels, whatever.
yeah.
But
humanity, people here in this country, were given a very good, very brief taste of what it's going to be like when Katrina rolled through.
Yep.
You take a look at those tapes. You take a look at all that recorded info. Now, just imagine that with a third of the country. It's going to be medieval fucking times for a long time. And people have no idea all these, yeah. I mean, you will stack 1 million bodies in the first week. Guaranteed.
Easily.
So, gents, I'm sorry. I need to jet for just a second. I'm going to mute my mic and I'll be back in just a few.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to drop out like that. I'll be back.
He's got to take a big dump, I think is what's going on, Thumper.
Well, not a number 2, but definitely a number 1. So I'll be back.
I hear you. Well, what I heard back during the 1999, 2000 year 2K crap is that in 3 days, most cities in this country will be out of food.
There's only 3 days worth of food in any city.
3 days. And then what? Then what's going to happen?
If the power goes out, you have water for 2 days.
I mean, during a winter storm or something like that, I'll fill the bathtub up. I mean, at least you can flush your toilet, you know? But if the water goes out, you're effed. That's the bottom line.
See, I collect rainwater. I collect snow melt. You know, I can collect snow and get rain. I'm all set up for off-grid. I don't live off-grid. I still have internet. I still have grid power. But I can move everything completely off-grid because I don't have a natural gas line run to me. I'm not dependent on the system for much. I can make my own electricity. It's impossible to do that in the city because you need room to do that.
Yeah. Davina Duckworth says, Big John was talking about EMP strikes. It would kill people with pacemakers and hospital patients almost immediately. Davina,
that's kind of a small number of people, though.
Anything with a coil, with an inductor, will be destroyed. Your car, your cell phone, your television, everything. Anything with a coil of wire, boom.
If it's got wire in it.
Done.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not just the people with pacemakers. It's going to be everything. Every transformer you see on your power poles, like going to your house or whatever, gone like that.
It'll start fires, massive fires.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because the 1800s Carrington event, it set fire to telegraph poles because it put such an enormous charge into the telegraph wires that they burned the poles. And started, raging grass fires and wildfires all across the country where the wires were run. All we need is a CME and a coronal mass ejection, and we're in the Stone Age.
Yep, just like that. Boom, done.
And inadvertently, I built my shop and my house into Faraday cages.
Yeah, Faraday cages, unfortunately, though, Faraday cages don't protect against magnetic fields, and that's where everything gets killed. Faraday cages are useless against magnetic fields.
Certain types.
No,
you
all
can have
types.
Shielding. You
You have to have magnetic shielding. Yeah, sure.
Well, just like a big steel box, if you have everything in a shipping container, and it's not touching the sides, the magnetic waves won't harm the stuff inside.
Incorrecto. Nope. That's not true.
It has to be off completely. Yeah.
No,
any completed circuit, any wire.
Right. If you disconnect the coil, yes.
That's right. So no battery, no power source, and what's the other one? It's not a surge protector. I can't remember the name of the fucking thing. but it'll absorb and hold voltage. You know what I'm
Oh, the
saying?
power
Until it bleeds
supply.
off.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's another word for it, and I can't remember the damn
Capacitors?
word for it. Capacitor. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if those are
Because
discharged, yeah.
an EMP is the same principle that we use to make electricity with generators and alternators and those type of things. You're taking a wire. It doesn't have to be a coil. It can be a straight wire. It can be any metal, and you cut it, or you cut a magnetic field with that wire, and it induces a charge into that wire.
A current.
Right.
Specific.
It'll put a charge in it. And
current.
Computers, cars, well, computers run on millions of a volt, and we're talking megavolts being pumped into the wires.
Yeah, agreed. That's why you have certain, I mean, kind of off topic, but that's why we have certain gauges for certain power sources.
Right.
Because if you you apply too much power to too little of a current traveler, you know, the wiring, you'll burn it out. You blow
Yeah,
it
you
out.
let the smoke out. The smoke genie comes out. And then
Once you let the smoke out, it's hard to get the smoke back in. Definitely.
Yeah.
But Faraday cages are good for electric fields, but magnetic fields, they don't do much.
Well, they sell Faraday bags on fucking eBay.
I use those every day.
No shit. Do you really?
That's right. You work in
electronics, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
magnetic
kinda cool,
fields
yeah.
are the big thing. If they can figure out how to do that, and an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, it's the magnetism that will get you, not the
you
electric.
gotta think of,
massive pulse.
you know, you
Go
think
ahead,
about
Hammer.
some scary fucking shit that Musk was talking about a couple of years ago. He's talking about the only thing that's really stopping cybernetic integration with people is the brain's bandwidth. They haven't figured out what the bandwidth of the brain is. You know, so it's only a matter of time. How many people do you think are going to jump and offer themselves up to get cybernetic arms or implants or bionic eyes? I guarantee you a million people would do
I
it.
mean, Steve Austin did. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah,
Part
but
of
was
you know,
real, wasn't it?
neural connection is interesting. Part of the neural connection is interesting.
very.
Like, if you wanted to travel somewhere or experience something, you know, or even video games, instead of like virtual reality where you're looking at it and you're still sitting in your chair, you would actually be there. You wouldn't be able to. You would feel, smell, hear, everything, taste, the whole works.
Yeah. It's only a matter of being able to manipulate how the brain interprets information.
Yeah, and
once
the
you
cool
can
part
do
is, like,
that,
video
it's-
games and travel.
Yeah.
The scary part.
Oh yeah,
is
God,
they
that would be
can read
amazing.
and write to you. That's the
Yes.
scary part. So they can
Yes.
like
Now,
pull whatever they want out.
I know some folks are probably in the chat talking about what the fuck, and it's like, no, this was theory 80 years ago. You know, it was theory 80 years ago. It's moving rapidly to becoming a production vehicle. I don't think that they're too far off of it. I really don't. I really don't.
Well, they're
With
talking about
amazing tech
singularity
like
and
what we
how
got.
fast we're doubling tech.
Say what?
They're talking about the singularity and how fast we're doubling tech because it's exponential.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course it is. And then
how fast
what else
it's
do you
going.
have out there? I mean, look at the shit that we're doing, man. Look at the things that we're doing. Did you see the I can't remember what the hell it was. It was two different animals, an armadillo and a rat that were spliced together. They made an embryo and it survived. And it's unbelievable. The things
Armadillo and a rat? No shit.
Yeah, we are determined to extinct ourselves. We just are.
Yeah, like Jeff Goldblum says, scientists were so concerned with if they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
If they should, exactly.
I think that these folks have really stopped to think about it. You know, all of the nonsense that's coming out about the Fauci ouchie and their participation in gain of function projects at the Wuhan lab. They were denying that 10 months ago. Now it's irrefutable.
Yeah. What
These
came out
people do
today?
not tell
Oh
you the
my
truth.
God. It's just amazing.
Yeah. I've been looking at some of that. I haven't had an opportunity to really dig into it, but I watched one of Eric D. July's videos, you know, Young Ripper, And he's pretty good at breaking this stuff down and making sure that it's being blasted at people that will hear it. So, yeah, these people they're maniacal. They're maniacal. There's a very fine line between being an incredible genius and being a maniac, in my opinion.
Did you read what they were doing to the dogs? They were.
No, I don't believe so.
You don't even want to know. Oh, God, it's terrible.
Well, I probably don't. But if you want to make it a little segment here, come on and talk about it.
No, I mean, I read on Breitbart this morning that they were taking beagles and strapping them in cages and letting sandflies eat them to get some. What the fuck? What the hell?
Yeah, did
Dogs.
you the stuff that's come out with like Planned Parenthood and where the way that they dispose of these babies, the idea of calling them a fetus or an embryo is nauseating to me. They're babies. They're babies. It makes people look at it differently. Like, oh, I just dropped an egg and I got to go clean it up now. It's incredibly clinical and desensitizing. And yeah, they were talking about this shit dropped a couple of weeks ago where they were talking about how when these babies are taken out of the womb and they're killed, they're not actually really being killed. They're being harvested.
Oh, God.
That people are paying them for these fresh babies' heads so that they can extract the stem cells from them. And they were never supposed to be doing this, and they've been doing it all along.
I mean, come on now. We all know that.
That's why I don't mess with the modern female. That's why I don't mess with them at all, because they endorse it. And those that say that they don't endorse it, they don't do anything about it. They don't stand up. They just sit around like old boy entrepreneur in Cars says. They stand at the finish line and they wait to pick a winner.
The abortion thing is an interesting topic, Hammer, because without which we would not be in this situation.
Yeah, I agree. It's really tough for me to look at stuff like that and say it advanced us to a particular point, and we wouldn't have those advancements without doing this barbarism. But then you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Well, go back to World War II, Mengele and Unit 731 over in Japan.
Yeah.
They did so many just absolutely abhorrent experiments and procedures, but they, especially Mengele, they perfected things like amputations and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
I read about it. Isn't that's Cat Island now, isn't it? The one out there in Japan. I know it's
was in mainland China.
Okay, that's the one that's coming up in fucking TikTok. That's being shown up in TikTok. Yeah, it's a war crimes museum now.
Yeah.
There's one that's on the outside of Japan. It's a small island that's been abandoned, and cats flourish on the island. So people go there as a tourist attraction now, and they feed these fucking thousands of cats. So just crazy shit.
Oh, over in
Crazy
Japan,
shit.
where the cats are? Yeah.
Yeah. On Cat Island, they got the fucking a bunny park out there where bunnies just breed and breed and breed, thousands and thousands and thousands of them, and they love people. You go up there with a handful of fucking food, lay down, and you're covered up by 100 bunnies just sitting there nibbling food. It's crazy. But
okay, guys,
Craig Furness. Go ahead.
I just say let's wrap it up in 2 minutes. I got to cook something to eat because I'm dying of hunger.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, guys. Sorry, Hammer.
Craig Furness says nerves can be replaced by an iridium, galadium, selenium alloy. Nerve impulses can transmit across unstopped. Who's done it? That's my question. Is who's done it? And I've seen that type of wiring before. When you get a oh damn it, I can't remember the name of the fucking thing. It's a multi-tool that we use in the automotive industry, so we can check ohms, amps, milliamps, etc. But we have attachments that come out, and it's one single, like micro thin piece of copper in these like 10-foot leads. And I could imagine it being something like that. I really could. So yeah, if you got to go, James, it's all good, bro. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I got to make some soup here. I'm dying. So
all right, homeboy.
You can always
hey, man,
make
thanks for having
food.
me on.
Well,
Thanks
you
for
got
having me
one
on,
minute,
brother. I
you
appreciate
got
it.
1 minute, Hammer. So make your final statement, you big bad boy. You.
There ain't no final statement, brother. I'm just happy to be on here. I appreciate you having me on. Big up to the chat. Big ups to the wrenches, man.
Well, we always love to hear from you, man. So we'll do we'll do a stream in your home turf here one of these days. Sweaty.
Oh
you
yeah,
got
man.
anything?
We're gonna have to
Talking
do
with
that.
Hammer.
What's that, Sweaty?
What
I always
was that, bro?
enjoy talking with Hammer.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. I enjoy talking with anybody that likes to explore subjects unfiltered. I despise censorship. I despise people that endorse it. A lot of them don't know what they're doing when they're doing that, but you're closing the door to truth. And I don't do that. So it's always nice to talk to a good crew.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. After party, boys. All right. End broadcast. See you guys later. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, bro.